As we further our understanding of existence, one has to ask how much more is there to learn. In honesty, there may be an infinite number of questions and quandaries for us to answer. Luckily for the curiously minded, this means that there may never be a shortage of truly fascinating things to learn. One recent discovery was made by divers. It might seem redundant to learn that underwater rivers exist, but it's true. In 2010, scientists at the University of Leeds discovered a massive underwater river at the bottom of the Black Sea. The odd natural formation comes from salty water pouring in from the nearby Mediterranean Sea, which has a different salt content to that of the Black Sea. But there's even more interesting examples of underwater rivers. By hopping over continents and travelling to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, you would be able to find a biome of thick jungle, littered with sinkholes that are filled with rain and groundwater. One of the biggest of these sinkholes, also known as cenote, the Angelita hides within it an underwater river 30 meters below the water's surface. The river is caused by the meeting of fresh and salt water, and is of keen interest to scientists. But studying this hidden river is not as easy as you might expect. Beneath the water, the river is surrounded by thick plumes of hydrogen sulfide, which would kill anyone unfortunate enough to breathe it in. Looking from above, the cenote looks like any normal tranquil pool of water, and yet if you were to dive 100 feet down, you would be met with an incredible sight: a winding river surrounded by mist, snaking its way through the still waters. With only a cloud of toxic gas in their way, researchers have dived right into examining the cenote, equipped with specialist diving equipment that keeps them safe from suffocation and drowning. Hydrogen sulfide is a colourless gas that reportedly smells like rotten eggs. Because it's over 10 feet thick or 3 meters, it can make diving into it incredibly dangerous, with divers risking extreme disorientation as they delve deeper and deeper. A keen diver, Mike Corey, explained himself about what it feels like to head into somewhere so deadly. Once through the cloud, it turns into a night dive, and you need to use your torches. You only have a few minutes beyond the layer before you start ascending again. It's a murky landscape, with petrified trees sticking out of the cloud. My aunts believe that cenotes were the gateway to the underworld, and yeah, after visiting this one in particular, I can see why. Corey was quick to say that it's one of the most difficult and advanced dives he's ever taken part in. Luckily, thanks to people like him, we can learn more about these fascinating underwater structures. Another interesting discovery is that of the explosive underwater volcano eruption that was seen from space. A recent volcanic eruption in the oceanic kingdom of Tonga has produced massive plumes of ash and smoke, easily visible from space. The photos detail what appears to be a huge spot in the middle of the ocean, almost evocative of the Great Red Spot on Jupiter. As the mostly underwater volcano erupted on the 13th of January, huge amounts of volcanic material were sent into the atmosphere from Hunga Tonga Hunga. According to information released by the Tonga Geological Services, the ash clouds reached 12 miles or 20 kilometers. Satellite probes orbiting the Earth have captured stunning images of the volcanic event, with researchers noting that it's currently still ongoing. The volcano had previously erupted in January of 2021. However, this most recent eruption is much more greater in power, roughly 7 times that of the last one. The current eruption triggered a tidal wave that spread to Tonga's capital, and officials issued tsunami warnings to all islands in Tonga, as well as the possibility of acid rainfall. The awe-inspiring aerial photographs were captured by the NOAA's, or the US National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration GOES West satellite, an Earth-orbiting probe that allows for weather forecasting, storm tracking and meteorological research. In the images taken just this week by GOES West, massive ash clouds as well as gravity waves are visible. Imagery has also been taken with RGB technology, allowing researchers to pinpoint the dispersion of volcanic ash and sulfur dioxide through infrared. From their data, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration have stated that the eruption has currently reached a radius of over 161 miles, roughly 260 kilometers. Waves were reported to have reached nearby Australia and New Zealand, as well as far as Japan and the west coast of North and South America. What's more is that an atmospheric shockwave was detected around the world. Another satellite, the Himawari 8 satellite, operated by the Japan Meteorological Agency, also captured imagery of the huge eruption from space. Another discovery is that of organic molecules that were found in an ancient Mars meteorite. Scientists have recently unveiled their findings surrounding a meteorite that was discovered in Antarctica in 1996. At the time, the story of frozen celestial material being uncovered on the cold continent made many think of the hit horror movie The Thing, where scientists are attacked by a mysterious alien. Even more surprising was the discovery that the space rock contained what were believed to be organic molecules. Did life once exist on Mars? And did ancient organisms make their way to Earth, and ultimately affect the course of evolution? Critics, however, suggest that the findings may have been a result of contamination, or could be explained through non-biological sources, and it seems that the critics may have just been proven right. Over 25 years later, a geochemical analysis of the 1996 finding has shown that it's probably not proof of Martian life. Instead, the analysis points to the interaction between water and minerals beneath Mars's surface, resulting in traces of organic matter. The team were not shy to state that it could lead to further discoveries towards life down the road. Organic molecules are usually the result of living organisms, but they are not cut and dry evidence of life. In fact, non-biological abiotic processes can create these molecules too, and researchers report that these are the source of the 1996 meteorite collection of them. Many researchers, according to Science News, believe that it's exactly this abiotic molecule process that's required to start life. The study, spearheaded at the Institution for Science in Washington, D.C., suggests that these kinds of processes may have been happening on Mars for billions of years. This is because the 1996 meteorite, also known as ALH 84001, is one of the oldest Martian meteorites ever discovered. Along with other discoveries made in recent years, research is pointed in the direction that Mars may have had organic material being created for a very long time. These organic chemicals could have become the primordial soup that might have helped form life on Mars. This was from Andrew Steele, a biochemist who is responsible for this study. Unfortunately, we just don't know yet if life as we know it existed on the red planet's surface. So what do you make of these discoveries? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.